you feeling fashionable today, Lana?
As fashionable as I always am.
Good. I'm not. I'm just wearing a tank top in the middle of winter. But that's just how it is today. But hello, designers. Welcome to the Cop TV, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan. Ready to say something gay. I have some iced coffee still in my beautiful Corey King tumbler. If you know, you know. There's no ice, so I can't shake that ice in here. But it's just iced coffee, and it's lovely and wonderful.
Wonderful. And hello, everyone. I am Lana, your resident evil diva. I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. I am just drinking on a little bit of water that I have left. And yeah, but I do have my cup mug handy just in case I get thirsty some more. Ooh, panel full of cup mugs, beer, Project Runway edition. And you can get your cup mug or any of our beautiful cup merch at lanasinspirations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses unless your postal service is running slow. But a delay is never denied. You can still get it. It just might take a little time. But get your cup merch. Period.
Well, we are back with a couple of episodes of Project Runway. They certainly are episodes that did happen.
They did.
We're going to talk about it.
Absolutely we will.
I feel like I remember vaguely watching this season now that I'm watching more of it. And I remember this being a slow burn season. Evidenced by the two episodes we've got to talk about today. And, we're going to talk about them. Before we do, though, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things competitive and sometimes non-competitive reality TV. And make sure to check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access. We've got a lot of fun Patreon content coming down the pipeline for you all, so make sure to stay tuned. Period. But we start, it is episode 3. We are also the main thing I noticed in the formatting of these episodes is they don't tell us which models got eliminated until the previously on. And I'm like, oh, okay. Is this one of the seasons that had the companion model show situation running? Was that what it is? I don't know.
Probably.
But we get the challenge for episode 3. We are headed to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, on my list of places to visit in my lifetime because I love art. And we are greeted with 10 iconic looks from very fabulous, famous designers. There's some Yves Saint Laurent, Dior, Balenciaga. Love it, love it, love it. Our challenge this week is to take inspiration from these high-end designers and create a high-end signature look worthy of a master collection.
Right.
And our designers are in teams of 2. They're given $500 per team to create their signature look. And then on the start or the middle of the second day, we find out that there is also a companion part of the challenge because, of course, they're in pairs. Of course, there's going to be 2. Of course, they're going to do it this way. We find out that the second part of the challenge is to create a second look for less using $50, so 10% of the original budget of the signature look. And it has to be inspired by the signature look of one of the other teams. I don't like that.
I would have rather they did a companion piece to their own piece.
Exactly. And they've done that on several. I think this is the only time we get a challenge like this. And I think they learned that this challenge just doesn't really work.
Right.
As well. But I love this challenge. I love, being inspired by master collections. And it's a high-end challenge early in the season. I appreciate that because we don't always get the high-end tour challenges towards the start of a Project Runway season.
Right.
Glad that we got something, more high end this early.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was good. I appreciated it. I like the concept. I just wish they would have changed it up the
look for less.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I agree. So since Jay won the last challenge, he is automatically going to be a team captain, and then the other team captains are drawn out of a bag. They then get to pick their partner. So the teams that we end up with are Jay and Maya, Jesus and Amy, Anthony and Seth Aaron. Who they're flirting, right?
A little bit.
I see it.
A little bit.
I'm not mad at it, but I'm seeing it. We have Janine and Ben, Mila and Jonathan, Ping and Jesse, and Emilio and Anna. And nobody gets any sort of screen time this episode other than Ping and Jesse, because that duo is the duo that is not going to work together well on this season whatsoever.
This was a lot. I have thoughts about what throughout this episode and what would happen, but it was a lot. It was a lot with them and seeing how other teams would work together or how they worked, because it was some teams that had some interesting ways of working. We'll just say that.
Definitely that. Yeah, I mean, obviously the team that stood out the most was Ping and Jesse. They do not work. They are oil and water. They are not meshing at all when it comes to this challenge. And we see that pretty immediately when they're in mood for the first time. And Ping is running around like chicken with her head cut off, losing her sketchbook, losing the $500, losing everything. I felt for poor Jesse in this.
I understood Jesse's frustrations. I didn't like how Jesse handled it. I did not like how Jesse handled it. I think Jesse, he created more of a problem than it had to be. Yeah. And than it had to be. I felt like he was very immature and very much like, this is not me. I don't like this. And so I'm going to complain and whine and moan the entire time, which is even as frustrating as someone who is still trying to figure out stuff. Like Ping is trying to tell him what to do. He's like, no, I don't like it. And I don't want to do it like that. And we won't do it that way. And like, instead of just saying, okay, let's figure out a way we can both make it work and both think it's ours. He was just like, no. Every time she said something, no. It was a no. Everything was met with resistance. And if you're going to be a team, you have to come with some kind of compromise, some kind of solution and resolution. And he just wasn't willing to do that. He was just ready. I think the moment she picked him, he was ready to throw her under the bus regardless of how the outfit turned out. If it was great, he would have wanted to take all the credit. And if it was bad, he would have wanted to throw her under the bus. And it was just like, he didn't want to be picked by her. He made it very known he didn't want to be picked by her. Then when he got picked by her, he was just like, I don't like it. So I think it was they were just bad from the word go. It was just not going to work.
It was not going to be a successful pairing whatsoever.
Yeah. Ping was frantic. She was all of that. She would have frustrated me. I would have been very
100%. Yeah.
But you didn't help make it any better by being complaining and whining the whole time and just not trying to make a team effort. So it was, I think on both ends, it was just bad.
And then that was even exacerbated even more by the fact that Ping kind of wanted to just do her own one piece of the situation. Jesse kind of got the brunt work basically. And then couple that with the look for less when Ping goes to mood. That I absolutely would never have let her do that.
Yeah, but they took up the team captains. So I would be like, ooh.
Was it just the team captains? That's a damn shame for Jessie.
That's a shame.
She comes back with this ugly fabric.
It wasn't cute.
Ugly fabric.
It wasn't cute at all.
The other team that we like, kind of the only other team we get anything substantial from throughout the challenge is Mila and Jonathan. Mila is kind of just focusing on her coat, and Jonathan is just a seamstress.
He's just a seamstress. Do everything else. I'm gonna focus on this coat. And I was like, okay.
And usually, here's the interesting part about this in the context of Project Runway. Usually, this kind of thing doesn't work out for people very well. In this case, it does actually work out for Mila pretty well. So, yeah.
And we did have a little bit with Jay and Maya, because Jay had immunity this week, and he
certainly does,
and he was lacking a lot. He was slacking off a lot, and like would go around the room, look at other people's stuff, and Maya's just hammering away and working, and Jay is like, I'm fine, whatever happens, I'm fine. And I'm like,
well, yeah, obviously you're fine, you're safe.
Maya's like, hello, if something happened, I'll not go home. And I don't want that. So she's like, you know what? Fine. I'll do it myself.
Work, I guess.
I guess I'll do the work. I'll do it myself. And she did. She pumped it out. She did what she had to do. And it really wasn't nothing, a lot, but it happened because the fittings happened. Tim comes do his thing, his walkthrough, and this episode was a lot of just Ping and Jesse going back and forth, and Ping and Jesse not working well together. And then the runway happened.
So I guess we should go to the runway.
I think we should.
Period.
Some of these pictures are very high and low.
Oh, good. I'd love to see it. Let's start with Emilio and Anna.
They were inspired. Hold on. I want to see who they were.
Their second look was inspired by Jay and Maya.
Okay. I thought this was boring, and it was fine. It was safe. Both looks. Just safe.
If there were not completely worse looks, then they probably would have been in the bottom. But there were worse looks.
Way worse looks.
So they're in the bottom. They weren't in the bottom. This is perfectly fine. For how successful Emilio had been in the first two episodes, this felt really whelming. They were really, really aided by the fact that two other groups did worse.
It was just
meh. The color palette is meh.
Yeah.
Like, if there had been a pop of color somewhere, I would have liked it more, but like
everything about this was just meh. Like
we saw, we'll talk about Mila and Jonathan, but we saw people do this kind of like signature sleek style so much more successfully in this challenge. This didn't hit the mark.
It didn't, and it's even the styling of it all is just meh.
Yeah, I agree. We have Jesus and Amy, and their second look was inspired by Ping and Jesse.
Okay. I don't hate the first look. I kind of like the first look.
I like the first look. I actually kind of like both of them.
I'm not mad at the second look either.
I'm not mad at it, because if you're going for look for less, it's definitely sleek. It's not going to fit every kind of woman. No. I think that's the biggest difficulty here, is it's not going to fit every type of woman. But I do like the kind of high-waisted pencil skirt. I think it looks good on the model. The color palette here is good. It definitely echoes what's going on in Ping and Jesse's look. I like the kind of blunt, rectangular what is this part?
Mhm,
I
mhm.
can't think of words right now. Words are very hard today.
The bodice of it, the top.
The bodice, the cut of the top of the
Mhm.
cleavage, that part.
Mhm.
I like the rectangular element of that. I think it adds a lot of, like, there's a lot of really cool geometry happening in the look for less that I really like. And then I love this kind of neck piece with the drama going on in the signature look for Jesus. The gown is gorgeous. I think overall it's a solid ensemble for sure.
I wasn't mad at this one. I was like, this is probably closer to the top than the bottom for me.
Definitely. And I appreciate not everyone accessorized their look for less successfully. And I really appreciate that they did add this orange clutch because it did add a lot to the look overall.
And I like that it was rectangular too, so it goes along with the rectangular shape that they have.
Come on, bluefly.com accessory wall. All right, Jay and Maya, who their second look was inspired by Janine and Ben.
It was fun.
Is it bad that I like their look for less better?
I like their look for less better than any.
The look for less, I think overall of all the looks for less, this was the most successful look for less.
I agree with you.
So cute. The patterning on this dress is so cute. I love the belt in the middle. This is a silhouette that's going to look good on a lot of different kinds of
different people. Yep.
The commercial appeal, the hanger appeal of this look for less is very, very strong. I love it. The asymmetry, the little cap on the sleeve, kind of sort of cap, accessorizing, great, love it, wonderful.
Yeah, I like the look.
The signature look
left a lot to be desired.
It's not bad though.
It just left a lot to be desired. It's very simple. It's very. It looks more off the rack than the look for less.
Yeah. I do like all of the structural detailing that's going on. I think that does. I just kind of wish it came down more onto the actual bodice of the dress.
Yeah.
Like if it came up onto the shoulder and then kind of came down the garment a little bit, came down maybe to create this kind of like pseudo cleavage effect. I think that might have given it a little bit more visual interest. Maybe one on like the hip or something, or have it like slink all the way down the dress. I don't know. You had 2 days and you made that. Right.
That's the whole thing. You had 2 days. You could do a little bit more.
Jay didn't do anything. Maya you did a damn good job making both of these looks, girl.
Absolutely. Good job, Maya.
She did a damn good job, Maya. Work, Maya.
Work.
Next up, we have Mila and Jonathan. Their look for less was inspired by Anthony and Seth Aaron.
Wait, that's the wrong one there.
It is.
Oops. I messed up the slideshow. There's their thing.
There's the look. Their look for less is cute.
Yeah, that's their look for less. My bad.
Oh, you put I
put the. Yep. I put. I see what I did.
Okay.
That's Seth Aaron's and Anthony's look for less.
Yep.
So don't look at this look for less. Just look at the.
I think they're all that way, Lana.
No, I didn't. No, they're not all that way. I fixed. Everybody else is correct.
Okay.
I remember messing this up and not fixing it.
Got it.
This is Seth Aaron and Anthony's look for less, but this is Mila
inspired by Mila and Jonathan.
Right. That's why I did that. That's why I messed it up. Okay, but Mila and Jonathan's first look, that's their look. Which I like the coat. I like that the coat that Mila worked on. It was it turned out really, really good. It walked really well on the runway, and it looked good. And I think what Jonathan did with the rest of this, I like that they didn't go for a gown like everybody else was going for a gown. They didn't go for a gown. It's cute. I like this.
Thank God the coat looked good, because if that coat that Mila spent 2 days on didn't look good, I don't know what would have happened.
Right.
It turned out really, really good. I was really happy with it.
Okay, now go to Jonathan. Anthony's, and that's their look for less look.
Which looks better than the signature look Anthony and Seth Aaron made.
We'll talk about that later. But that's not what we're doing. We're comparing the Seth. This is Seth, Mila and Jonathan's Look for Less look, and it's fine.
It's
It's
cute.
fine. It's cute. It's flirty. It's young. It's youthful. It's cute.
Definitely.
Not mad at it. Ping and Jesse's.
Ping and Jesse, their Look for Less was inspired by Emilio and Anna, which was really unfortunate because it wasn't a whole lot to work with to start with. This is just not. It's just not.
Ping's aesthetic is so not fashion wearable.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't make clothes that you can actually wear in everyday life if you are trying to, do what you do. Yeah. So her going to a party in this dress, holding all that fabric, would be such an inconvenience and so annoying towards the end of the night. Nobody wants to do that. And it's so much fabric, you can't just let it fall and let it drape behind you because people will just be stepping on it all night. It's just not wearable.
Yeah.
So it's just their whole attitude and problems showed on this runway. Every issue that they had, every fight that they had, every disagreement showed on this runway because everything was so disjointed, so mismatched, so mishmash, so not cohesive. Everything about their styles showed on this runway, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. The Look for Less looks like an afterthought. Point blank in the period.
Mm-hmm.
So.
We move. Which is bad.
Janine and Ben.
They two looks look the same.
Yeah.
I was like, is it a difference? We did the same shift dress with a bolero jacket. For both looks. And nobody said, we should try something different.
No, because they were both clean. That's what I'll say. Both the looks are clean, so that's why they were safe. But yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, I agree.
Bored to tears by this. Bored to tears. Wow. Sat there and Anthony's debutantes.
Baby. Who let Anthony pick out this crepe ass wrapping paper? Not even wrapping paper. Like, oh my God, that fabric. Oh, that fabric looked so cheap. The fabric looked cheap. The waistline is horrible. It looks like a trash bag.
This was not Anthony's best work, and Seth Aaron didn't do enough to incorporate Seth Aaron into this look.
Yeah.
No. I go back to Mila and Jonathan to see their Look for Less.
It's the only thing that kept both of them safe.
Yeah, because the jacket was good.
The only thing that kept both of them safe.
Because it wasn't it. It wasn't doing it.
No. That's that. So we get some results. Our top two, because somebody had to be in the top two with Mila and Jonathan, was Jay and Maya. But the obvious winner, there was nobody else that was going to win this challenge other than Mila. She did a damn good job with her coat, and Jonathan did a great job supporting her. Props to you, Mama. Our bottom four in this case, Jesse and Ping, Anthony and Seth Aaron, deserved. Deserved. Thank God Anthony has some kind of personality and some kind of charisma on that damn screen, because I promise you, if anyone else on this season was in the bottom with Ping, they probably still would have kept paying.
Mm-hmm.
But thank God we don't have to deal with paying anymore. And I, for one, am very thrilled, honestly.
I mean, honestly, it was
no
was
shade
time.
to this woman.
No shade. It was just time. This was not for her.
No.
This was not for her. No. It was not. But I'm not shocked that Ping is gone. She should have probably been gone a couple of episodes ago.
She should have gone home episode 1.
Yep, we're gonna be honest. But
so
it is what it is.
Well,
we keep it moving.
We're going to episode 4, where shockingly, Lana, even less happens.
Even less.
Even less happens.
Even less. It was.
But it's such a sweet challenge.
It's sweet.
That I'm the sweetest challenge. We are met by the vice president, I believe, of marketing for Campbell's.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Campbell's branded challenge. We are working with their heart health campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So the challenge is to create a red dress for their red dress gala, somehow incorporating either Campbell's printed fabric or Campbell's logo, things like that, into their look. But not only is this a brand design challenge, this is also a clientele challenge, because we're working with clients who have some sort of connection to heart disease. And all of these women were absolutely lovely.
Lovely.
Absolutely lovely women. Lovely women.
I loved them all. I was like, oh, they're lovely. Lovely women, and enjoyed their time and their presence on the show.
And I think for the first time in Project Runway history, there was not a single complaint, problem, or drama regarding these women.
I mean, the only thing that they said was, this is testing our abilities because we're not used to working with everyday women. Some of them weren't. And so it tested them a little bit more, but there were no complaints. Nobody was like, I can't do this. They're too big. Oh my God. Like, nobody was saying that.
Right.
Which I find so very refreshing, because these designers on the show act like they don't know what an everyday woman is. They don't know how to dress an everyday woman. They only know model thin women. And I'm like, well, you need to expand your horizons. That's not anybody else's fault that you don't know.
I'm just glad that A, all of that,
mm-hmm.
and B, that there were no like, oh, I hate my woman, she's
right.
a bitch, blah, 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 blah. Like, none of them came in diva. It was a lovely, wonderful, beautiful red dress challenge where some people made some tacky clothing.
Mm-hmm. But the clients were lovely.
But the clients, lovely women, gal. Lovely women, gal. Shall we talk about looks?
I mean, that's what we're here for, so.
Period. We should have changed the font on this one to red.
I didn't even think that.
I didn't think about that until right now either. It's fine, whatever. First up, oh Lord Jesus, starting strong, Lana. Tight satin
with rhinestone straps.
Baby, this would be a great look for a drag queen. Not for the main stage of Project Runway. I love the drag challenge again.
How about say a design challenge? Look. It's giving design challenge. Look.
This is the red version of what Corey King made a couple weeks ago.
That's what I say. It's giving design challenge. Look. Just saying. Oops.
I mean, this woman is beautiful.
She's stunning.
That runway. She sold this the absolute best she could. But baby, there is not much you can do with tight satin.
It shows off everything. It shows off everything. And this woman is, like you said, stunning. Like, he could have picked any other fabric and it would have been fine with this dress. But this, no.
You could have made a jersey slip dress.
Absolutely.
In red. And this, he probably would have been safe.
He probably would have been safe. But
This
baby,
looks
no.
like lingerie more than it looks like a gala dress.
Yep.
Like, no, come on now.
Just no.
Come on, no.
Just no.
Come on now. No. No. Anna didn't do much better.
No. It didn't fit her girl right. It was very off, like the proportions were off. That nude fabric that she put underneath it just no. It does nothing for this woman's shape and her figure and her shoulders. Like it's just like you have to hide the shoulders. You know? Sometimes you need to hide the shoulders.
Hide the shoulders.
And she did not hide the shoulders. She exposed how broad her shoulders were. And there's nothing wrong with broad shoulders. It's just you go give her broad shoulders and then cinch in the waist and make them. It's just it is so off proportion. And this is a beautiful woman. She did not deserve that.
Beautiful woman.
Did not deserve that.
Yeah.
Did not deserve that. Now this one I wasn't that mad at.
Miss Anthony did not do too bad with this. It was not great.
No, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. See, this is what I don't think this is a gala look. No. Like I wouldn't wear this to a gala, but I would wear this to like the office, or I would wear this on a date.
Sure, date look. Yeah,
good date look. But I wouldn't wear this to a gala. It's not bad. It should have been a longer, a gown, even maybe something. This just wasn't it. This just wasn't it. But it still is a good everyday look for another occasion.
Yeah, there's a lot about this that is decent. She worked the look.
She worked it.
But yeah, unfortunately, it did not all come together in the way that I wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully, several people did much worse, and Anthony.
Absolutely.
Emilio, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It could have been better, but it's fine.
It's fine.
That's
all I have to say. It's fine.
And sure, she could wear it to a gala. It's fine. If she wanted to. It's fine.
It's fine. Janine.
Looked like tissue coming out of the dress. Looked like shredded tissue coming out the top of that dress. I don't like it. Not a fan of it.
No.
Not a fan of that at all.
No.
Mm.
No, thank you.
It just
lucky no. People did much worse.
Because baby, this is not that cute.
That's kind of the story of this season. It's like y'all are lucky that several people did much worse.
Literally.
Now,
literally.
Jesse, this is honestly. I mean, I prefer this to what we just saw.
I mean, I prefer that to what we just saw, but it still ain't great. Like,
I mean, it's still not good.
It's still not good. It's alright. It's alright.
It's fine.
It's fine.
His low placement was very deserved.
I
wouldn't have had him any lower than low safe.
Right.
But
right.
I think I actually might have swapped him with Janine, because at least this look is a little bit more put together, and I understand the story of this look. So
that's all right.
Yeah. Jay, I think Jay did a great job.
He did good. He did really good.
Job here.
I like the detailing in the bodice and how it goes down into the skirt. I really like that. I think he did good, and she looked very pretty and happy in it. It's appropriate for a gala. It looks great. I think
it's exactly what she wanted.
Absolutely. I think Jay did a really good job.
Definitely. Steph Aaron, I don't mind it.
Me either. I like that he stuck to his guns and switched it up. Because Seth Aaron did have to switch up his look at the last 2 hours of the day, because he was listening to his client. His client wanted something Grecian, and I sat there and was like, "That's not me." And Tim, when he went through the walkthrough, was like, "If I would have saw this dress, I would have
I
never
wouldn't
thought
have said
this
it
was
was
you.
you.
You would have been the last person."
And
And
I
I get
love
it.
the pivot. I
Mm-hmm.
love the pivot by Seth Aaron. This still gives that Grecian kind of vibe that his client wanted, but it's
Mm-hmm.
very Seth Aaron. The cutouts in the back are great. I love
Great.
how he used the Campbell's fabric to just
Yes.
to line everything. The geometry of the look is really, really cool. I think overall, for changing his concept last minute,
I
I think
liked
he did
it.
a good job.
I liked it. I thought he did a really good job. I was a fan of this.
Definitely.
And I think she looked amazing in it, and
She
I
looked
liked
great.
it. I liked it.
Yeah. Ben.
I like this.
Pretty good.
I like this. I like the gold belt in the middle to break up the monotony of all the red.
Yeah.
And I liked how he used the Campbell's logo to line the bottom of that dress.
Yeah.
I thought this was really good. It gave me very much like a superhero girl with the belt, but I liked it. And she is a superhero. She defeated heart disease and all that stuff. I liked it. I think she looks beautiful. It's very much appropriate for a gala. If she walked in, people will be like, "Ooh, I think she looks stunning."
I just wish it hit the floor.
Yeah.
That is the only negative I have for this look, because I agree with you. Breaking up the red in the middle was so smart. The white necklace as well. I absolutely love that touch. Come on, bluefly.com accessory ball.
Period.
I literally just wish it hit the floor.
Yeah. I can see that.
That's all.
I can see that.
But overall,
it's good.
Good.
It's a good look.
Definitely. Jonathan's, I
kind of liked it.
I'm not mad. The only part that I'm not in love with is all of the wrapping that was done in the middle, because it does kind of bulk her up. And this is not... this woman has a lovely figure. And so I wish we got a little bit of that cinch in the middle just to show off how great her shape is. But otherwise, the tiering and the layering of all of this on the skirt is gorgeous. I like also that he went for a darker red. I really appreciated the people that went a little bit more askew as far as what shade of red they went. Not everybody needs to go candy apple red. Some people can pull it off like Lana. Some people cannot pull it off like this woman. And I appreciated that we went with a darker shade of red. It's glamorous as all hell, and I think it's a very good look.
I agree with you about the red. I think, but that's the reason why he was not in the top or closer to the top, because I feel like it was off brand with what they told them to do in the dossier. And so I think him not sticking to the red that was in the dossier is kind of the reason why he didn't, he was just safe. But this would have been a higher placement if he would have did that. But it's a cute, I like the silhouette. I do agree with you about the bunching in the middle. But I think if he would have took off one layer, it would have been perfect. Just like, so good. But it's good. I liked it.
Definitely. Mila did a great job.
I love this.
I love it.
Honestly, this would have been my winner.
I think I need to look at the other two in the top again, but this is so chic. I love when she started talking about the way that she was going to do these stars on the side to accentuate the figure. I mean, it just is so clean. I love the strap. The triangular nature of the bust is so good here. It nips in right where it needs to. Her shape, it's gorgeous. It's such a good look.
It's so good. It shows off the cleavage area in the best way possible. It looks, the girls are sitting like they need to sit. They look good. It's cinched in where it needs to cinch in at the waist. The stars don't look costumey. It looks like they placed in good placements where everything is cut and shaped. I thought this was so pretty. Her model looks so pretty and so happy, and like everything about this look was amazing. I was like, she ate this up. This dress is gorgeous. It's giving just enough Campbell's without it being, I'm a soup can.
Right.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I don't think they wanted to give Mila 2 wins in a row.
I think that's what it was. That's 100% what it was.
Let me look at these other 2 looks again. And
I mean, they were good, but yeah.
Yeah. Because I think Maya did a great job here.
Absolutely.
I really, really love, like they were saying, the draping she did here is so good. I could have gone without some of the pleating that ended up happening in the middle of the garment. But overall, a very, very good look. I love as well that she broke up all of the red that was going on with this kind of like gold brown situation. I think that's a very good complementary color for her and for her model skin tone, because all of these colors really work really, really well on the client.
Oh, absolutely. I think the red and the gold is brown is really good. I like the pleating. I wish it was a little less in the middle, but I like it regardless. And I think her pleating the sash is cute as well. I think this is a good dress. If you saw somebody at a gala wearing this, you'd be like, yes, mama, it's work. She looks stunning in it. I like it. I just wish it was just a little less pleating in the middle instead of bunching up, because it looks just like it's just bunching up in that side, and it doesn't need to do that. But overall, it's a good dress.
I agree.
And Amy,
Amy did do a good job. I do think, I am going to say, I think I would have given it to Mila.
Me too.
But I think Amy did do a really good job. She was one of the ones as well that highlighted her client's scar as well. And I think that was really, really smart. I like the dress. I wish it fit a little bit better in the middle. That's kind of the only, but I do love this elevated waist situation. It's high-waisted, long maxi skirt. I'm not mad at this design by any means of the imagination. I just think ingenuity-wise, I still would have given it to Mila, but we have to keep in mind as well, the other part of this challenge was that the winning look was going to get reproduced and sold on ProjectRunway.com. Mila's look would be really, really difficult to mass produce. So I think the hanger appeal of this look from Amy really sold the overall win. Though I still think I would have given it to Mila. But good job, Amy.
I like the fluidity of this dress. I like how it flowed. I like how it walked. I like how it moved. And it's pretty. It's very pretty. I like the bust line, I like how she did that. I do agree. I wish it was more cinched in the middle so we saw her shape, but it's a beautiful dress. I still probably would have gave the win to Mila myself, but I think this is a beautiful dress and is easy to reproduce. So I get it.
Absolutely. So yes, we do end up, our top 3 is Amy, Maya, and Mila. I think that's pretty spot on.
Yeah. I mean, Ben was okay.
I maybe would have swapped Maya for Jonathan personally, because I really liked what he did with the layering and all that kind of stuff. But the win does go to Amy. Good on you, girl. I would have given it to Mila. Bottom 3 amongst a sea of really tacky red garments is Anna, Jessie, and Jesus. And I think I would agree.
I would agree.
And I did definitely agree with Jesus getting eliminated here.
It's about time. It should have been pinging him in the first place. They should have been one.
Do you know who probably would have played this challenge? Christiane.
But okay.
Pamela would have killed this challenge. And no, she probably would have been out. Who knows? We will never know. But also, I love our subliminal support for this episode. I'm wearing stars and you have red hair.
Sure.
Well, that's been a cute little 2-episode recap for Project Runway Season 7. We'll be back next week talking about episodes 5 and 6. So stay tuned. Thank you for joining us. Let us know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you like us doing Project Runway, let us know. We're still going to keep doing it regardless because this is a fun little series for us to do. But make sure to subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug. With all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers!
Cheers!
In fashion, one day you're in, and the next day you are out. And we are out.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Make it work, designers.